Okay, so welcome back.
There's one enemy. Use Mudo skill.
So while we were away, I fused slime from Orpheus and Legion that have a low level full for later. But I also, it took a lot of doing since I had to fuse up Genbu and Seiryu, and it cost me a lot of money to do that. But I managed to pass on Ice Boost to King Frost, who's going to be very valuable going forward because he possesses Dodge Fire for his fire weakness, and nullifies Ice.
Only one enemy left.
So either way, we're going to go back down to it and beat this King Frost. I don't want that Take Mikazuchi because I want that Take Mikazuchi because
Da-da-da-da! Junpei is leveled up!
that was not my fault. The controller just did its controller thing.
There are
Jeez.
3 of them. It has 3 enemies left. The enemy's weak. Persona! Good choice. The enemy is down.
Oh boy.
Take this.
Okay.
Keep going. Do it.
Oh crap.
I won't lose. Jeez, that was fast. The enemies return to
Oh
normal.
man. Okay.
Check this out!
Yeah. All right.
Two to go!
You're better than I thought.
Mano a mano. Let's do this! Here's a chance. Let's go!
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's keep going!
All right. Cool.
My skills have increased. Yes, my skill level has increased.
So the reason I wanted King Frost is because first chance at Mabufu.
There are 3. It has It's weak. There are 3 enemies left. Kujimitama!
First chance at Mabufula. Earlier
The
this
enemy
information.
is down.
Getting Mabufula would be great because it was just clear things so much faster.
Good choice. The enemy is down. One more. It has multiple. Persona!
One more.
I thought that would do it. Only one
I
enemy
got
left. It has Take this! The enemy is getting stronger.
Okie dokie. Okay.
There are 3 enemies. Be careful. It has multiple weaknesses. 3 enemies left. Please be careful.
Okay.
Go for it!
Junpei's down for the count, unfortunately.
Thought that would do it.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
I won't miss. Yukari-chan defeated an enemy.
Yeah, that's... I'm kind of sad because I just found my cat. My cat likes to walk out the house on its own, so... on her own, so... she's constantly doing things like... just not going back to the house when she should be. And unfortunately, I just found out that my cat got beat up by another cat. I got into a fight with another cat. Specifically, because when I found my cat
Here's a chance.
after work, when I found my cat kind of came back home. They ended up, they were limping and their ear was scabbing over with blood. Thankfully, it's not a huge wound. Thankfully. It's just that that's still not pleasant to see. Ever. I don't want to see my cat injured and limping back home. This is awful. Ugh. Oh my god!
A surprise attack. 2 enemies. It's weak against fire. 2 enemies left. I can't do anything. Jeez, there's nothing I can do.
Like, oh my god. But yeah, I took care of my cat. My cat is resting comfortably back in the comfort of his own house now. And he's got a fresh bowl of cat food and water to eat and drink. I'm gonna get a queen mad because that's the best thing to get right there. Oh, I'll be so glad when I'm done recording today because I have better things. I just not in the mood for it.
There's one enemy.
I'm just not in the mood.
Just one. The enemy's
Why did you
weak
resist that
against
more than
darkness.
normal?
I'll have to sit this one out.
Oh, that's right. No raccoon. So. I'm not in the mood for you guys. If Mudo focus, I don't focus on. I'm not gonna focus on building up a Mudo or a Darkness persona for a while. Well, relatively speaking, a while. In the case of something like this.
That was. It seems to have gone down to a lower floor. I sensed something like this before, too.
Shoot. Alright. Save. Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Shadow confirmed. Oh, and over there.
It's the shadow again.
Oh, it disappeared again. Well, just concentrate on the enemy before you for now. Incoming.
Alright. Fate's in our hands again.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target. I need your help!
Oh, you know what that's about now.
Take this! Jeez, that was fast! Persona!
Okay, so Brilliant Cyclops Dreams win. Yeah, he has no weaknesses when Dreams win, so we're good for there. He's also an ice using persona, so. Alright.
I need your help! I won't miss! I couldn't defeat it!
Oh, you know what? We can probably just do okay making sure Metis gets used.
I thought that would do it!
Okay.
Understood.
Alright.
Check this out.
Both King Frost we have Ice Boost. Unless you resist ice as well.
I need your help!
You drain ice, of course.
I won't miss. I'm giving it my all.
Better or gear mode, go. 0 HP, cool.
I thought that would do it.
Ah, now those guys are weak to ice. That's our one.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
Jeez.
Persona! The enemy's off balance. Attack!
Basically, we're gonna keep doing that in order to make sure that guy stays down
It's weak against ice.
and never pops off his diorama skill.
I won't lose. This thing won't give up.
Ogden skills.
Persona! Tough one. Careful. The enemy's going to attack.
Oh boy. 2 of those.
It's on!
Alright.
The enemy's off balance. One more. I need your help. That's it. The enemy is down.
So glad I picked up that clean move.
Persona! Take this. I couldn't defeat it.
Okay. Oh, come on. I need that to hit.
The enemy's returned to normal.
At least your axe's not that much better than mine.
Check this out.
Okay.
I couldn't finish it off.
I need your help. Keep it up.
Okay.
Awesome!
Alright. Soul Dancers. I don't, 2 of them have diorama.
Keep it up.
They all both have diorama and they also have Akidon. So I'm not really interested in giving you a chance to fight back.
I won't lose. This thing won't give up.
Okay, that should be it for you. We don't miss these next 2 attacks.
Persona!
Oh, yeah.
All right, sister.
Awesome.
Get him.
Metis, you're great. You're just all around great. Oh, crap. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Dude, I gotta pull it together.
This is like, so yeah, the dungeons are cut in half basically. You beat one boss, then you go down. You beat the boss, and you unlock the halfway point. After this, we're just gonna go. After this, you get to the second half of the dungeon, which is. Two homunculi. TB chain. That's pretty cool. Alright. Alright. Are you the same enemies we can fight? Nope.
There are 3 enemies. Give me a sec. I'll scan the target. I need your help!
And torrent shot.
It's weak against...
Great.
3 enemies left. Please be careful. Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
Pretty sure you're weak to wind, if I remember correctly. Rebalance. There you are.
Go for it!
Through no fault of your own, power charge ends up being a pretty pointless move.
Do it! Jeez, that was fast!
Ouch.
It has multiple... Are you okay?
Come on.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Careful! The enemy's going to attack! Give me a sec. I'll scan the target. Persona!
Yeah, I got you right there.
You Patra Gem can cure Junpei-kun! Good work, Metis.
Alright.
2 left. Keep going!
Metis, you're getting a lot of crits, relatively speaking.
1 enemy to go! Last one! I couldn't analyze it in time. Jeez, there's nothing I can do! It has multiple... If you get into trouble, run!
Alright.
The enemy is getting strong.
Okay, but yeah, we're definitely still getting stronger compared to our enemy.
My skills have increased.
Walk this way, walk this way. Walk this way, walk this way.
Alright.
Watch out! Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
Christ. What are you weak to, sir? Yeah, sorry about that. I'm trying to keep my
There are 4 enemies left.
I'm trying to keep everyone up to oh, you hell.
The enemy's weak.
You're weak to
against
darkness. Oh my god. No! Well, that sucks.
Hang on. Fear is only temporary.
Mano a mano.
Alright,
Do
come on.
this. All right. Check this out.
Okay.
Still 4 enemies left.
It's on.
Torrent shot time. No.
Use a Nepatra gem to cure fear.
No! Didn't take that knocked down. Great.
The enemy! Careful! The enemy's going to attack!
Sorry to keep you waiting.
3 enemies left. Please be careful.
Oh my god.
Enemy defeated!
2 to go.
Use Patra if you can! 1 enemy to go! Last one!
Oh.
Hang in there!
So can't wait for this to be. Oh my god.
Yukari-chan's frozen! She can't move!
I'm still thinking.
Just 1 enemy left. The enemy is
Oh god, that was terrible.
It has
Terrible.
There are 4 enemies left!
But at least everything's here to win. Everything here is weak.
That's the way!
Here's a chance. Let's get him. Get back here, you son of a...
That was easy. It restores your health a little when you descend to the next floor.
Alright, healing wave. That's fine. That's good, actually.
Ta-da-da-da! I'm the man.
3 enemies! Use Muto!
You know, let's get out of here. Sometimes these dudes aren't worth wasting our time on. That's it. It's the only truth.
Walk this way, walk this way,
Alright.
walk this way, walk this way.
And we're gonna swipe one us up.
Please spread out and search the area.
Okay. So the plan from here on
This looks
out
cool.
is to
I'm a man of men, ready to step up for my woman, cause I treasure what most men don't understand. So now may I say that what we share was modern day at a BB dance. So look,
come on.
remember back in the days when we
A
first went on
sapphire.
the Santa Claus Asia.
We can't collect gemstones, but I'm not really sure it's really worth the effort to do that.
I told you once, promise is meant to be broken, 'cause I believe
Alright,
life
so
is
the reason we wanted to split here and
Spread
stay
out
as
and
far in the
search
corner
the
as
area.
possible is because
real experience. It's
the
ironic.
game will not spawn enemies if you stay as far away from the entrance to a dungeon floor as possible. And if you keep that up, what's gonna happen? Jesus Christ, game. Jesus Christ, game.
Stays best of friends as two is one and both two is absolute truth. Hard attitudes that
You know what? It's my fault.
Pure purpose wasn't direct, but my pursuit of you.
It's my fault. I should have just. I had ample time to realize the problem with this whole set was,
Please
and
spread out and search the
it still
area.
can be a few days to rectify that error because obviously I need to order a new record for the game. So basically,
Not sure what this is.
what I'm actually gonna
Maybe you
say
can tell
is
me.
that the answer Let's Play will be temporarily put on hiatus after this video, and I'll be playing something else in the interim. Come tomorrow, which will be fine because I'm pretty sure you guys will enjoy what I'll have to play tomorrow. Pretty sure you have to
Please
enjoy what I
spread
have to play
out and
tomorrow.
search the area.
I'm sure I'll enjoy it. All right. So, what areas of Polonia you were told that island did this door open up to?
Well,
Oh,
Sergeant?
a police station.
Yeah, you can go. Looks like a pretty routine accident. Hey, kid, sorry I took so long. Says here your name's, Kanamada, is that right? Yeah, well, geez, sorry about what happened to your mom. But she gave her life to save you from the collapse. Anyway, I gotta take your statement, yeah? You're a witness, after all.
If I told you what happened, would you believe me?
Yeah, of course I would, huh? Helping people out is our job.
My mom was murdered.
What?
Around midnight, I got up to use the bathroom, and I heard voices by the door. I looked and saw this teenager holding his head and yelling.
Wait, you're saying he did it? But the whole house was crushed.
There was this shining kind of horse monster, and it came right out of him. It roared, and my mom and my house were...
Oh boy, I can see why the
Monster, huh?
police wouldn't
Yeah.
believe this story, Ken. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's no way that actually happened.
Like, I like Shinjiro a lot, but I'm sorry that that
I shouldn't
accident
laugh.
meant...
I know, sometimes after a traumatic incident like this, people can...
I'm not lying, and I really saw it.
Look, it was an accident. Plain and simple. A drunk driver crashed his car into your house.
What? A car crash?
We've already found the car and what's left of the driver. We just need an account of the accident now.
That's a lie. You're making that up.
I know that's what you think,
Yeah, that's fine.
but,
Lackey.
it's true.
Anyway,
Sergeant, can you come out here?
Be right there.
Wait! I really saw it!
Look, I'm sorry for your loss. I have to go, but, well, hope things get better.
Ken, you have to understand how stupid what you just said would sound like to a normal person, right? It's not really the police officer's fault. They have no way of believing you.
Liar. You said you'd believe me. I can't trust any adults, so I'll find him myself.
This looks relatively recent, too. Like, this couldn't have been... This had to have been before we came to Tetsumi Port Island anyway.
The door's
If Ken
gone,
still looks like that.
but the first door didn't disappear. It just opened up to a new place.
Never mind that. That was... That brings back memories. I thought of lots of ways to search for the culprit, but I couldn't manage any of them alone. I kept wondering why the culprit had special powers and I didn't. I wonder if that's what led me to start experiencing the dark hours since that day.
Ken.
My family must have been the ones who put the accident cover-up in place. I'm sorry for that.
Hey, Metis! What was that about?
What was what about? Oh, I see. Apparently, events that not everyone was involved in can only be watched. That's something new.
That's not what I meant.
I see.
Why do we see such a painful memory?
Huh? How would I know? It's your past.
You better not be hiding anything.
How would I benefit from that? I'm only speculating, but I think the door reflects the mind of those who enter it. It's the same reason we found a place to get supplies, and why we were able to return directly back. Right now, you wish to erase the abyss of time as soon as possible, and make it out alive, right? If so, then although what's inside the doors seems unrelated to our situation, we see it for a reason. Maybe you should think hard about what the reason might be instead of wasting time accusing me.
What did you say?
It's alright. What she's saying might
Yeah,
be true.
calm down, Akihiko. Metis actually has it right here.
Ken.
Actually, I've been wondering about all of that lately. Things weren't perfect, but it seemed more straightforward and pure back then when I was fighting. We don't get that kind of passion by just going to school every day. Sanada-san, you've dedicated yourself to boxing again recently, right? Isn't that because you don't want to lose the feeling you used to have? Of course, that could just be my own way of seeing it.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I do feel just like I did.
Let's not talk like that. There's no use bringing up the past. Don't you remember our entire reason for risking everything? If we don't keep our eyes forward, it was all a waste of time.
Yukari.
Let's go.
Oh well, who knows and who frankly cares. It's neat, but that's basically the gameplay, the story loop. You grind until you beat the boss of the next dungeon floor, and then you see a flashback of someone else's life to give yourself some more perspective on them. Alright. Now Mitsuru can join the party, but I don't know. Alright. Yeah, like I said, Let's Play's on hiatus until I get this controller issue settled once and for all. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you tomorrow with the start of a new Let's Play. I'm gonna go back to taking care of my cat.